What's up, guys? It's me, Crystal Pokedude, here with another theory, and today we are going over why Season 3 of Star Versus felt a little lackluster. And I know this is just my opinion on it, like, some of you might agree with me, some of you might not. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments, but I'm not making you, okay? Anyway, so the thing at hand. What made Season 3 feel less energetic? What gave it less sort of spark than the first two? One of the answers is the fact that, and this is one of my main answers about this point, is the fact that for the first two seasons, they really mainly developed three characters, which are the three characters that stay on the cast. Star, Marco, and Ludo. And within Season 3, right after Battle for Muni, they pretty much cut Ludo aside from one episode. So, the first main issue is the fact that you're taking a character that you've put some of your most development in the show into. I'd honestly say Ludo has more development than both Marco and Star. Basically, you're taking the character you put the most development in, and you're shafting him. Throwing him off in another dimension, and you're not using that development you've given a character. And I understand his story kind of ended when he killed Toffee, but I feel like you could expand on Ludo a bit, but he's just sort of gone now. So I feel like that's one of the reasons. The second reason is, well, the characters we got at some points are acting out of character. Now, for example, we have Marco is the biggest offender. Like, some of the others mostly stay within character, but Marco is the one that's really acting out of character. We have him just like, I'm going to take like his older relationship with Jackie, and I'm going to do how he reacts with his new relationship with Star. And his relationship with Jackie, we see how and even prior to it in Season 1, we see he's nervous around her, and he doesn't have the confidence. We see scenes of him literally just trying to work up the confidence to just talk to her. We see these scenes, and we really relate to Marco, because half of us don't have that much confidence. And then we get to Season 3, and he doesn't do that. He doesn't really show the whole, oh, hi. He doesn't really do that as much. I mean, there's one scene in, I'm pretty sure it's whatever episode he comes back. It's like Trial by Squire or Lint Catcher. It's one of the it's Lint Catcher. Okay, yeah, it's that one. But yeah, there's just one scene where they're going down the staircase, and then you just get that conversation. And that's about it on Marco's shyness about the crush. He doesn't really express that much shyness about it. And we even see him flirting a bit with Jana in Deep Dive. And it's just like, Marco Diaz, what are you doing? And it's just like, this is just a complete left turn. And then we have the fact that he like completely abandoned, if that's clicking, it's just like me checking the time via my phone. So that's what that clicking is. But anyway. We see, like, him also just completely abandon everything he knows on Earth to go to Muni with Star, and it's just like, you are the one that's afraid to take risks. Why are you the one that's volunteering to run off to Muni? Like, we see him nervous about pretty much everything he does in the first two seasons, and the only time we really see that nervousness is when he's about to use the wand. And even that goes away after he's used it. Just like, yeah, I'm fine. I got this in my hand. And Star's like, get that out of your hand. And just like snatches it out of his hand. They've changed Marco a bit. And that's the second point. Like the first point, Ludo got cut. Second point is they've changed Marco. And the third point for this video is that the first half of Season 3 doesn't really have a villain. A consecutive villain. Like, I'll admit, in the second half of Season 3, like, they buckle down, and after Monster Bash, we really get to see Meteora start being a villain. But from Scent of a Hoodie to Deep Dive, we have just this giant spans of time where no one's really a villain of the show. Because we have Eclipsa, and we have Heinous out there, but no one's really claimed that role of main villain. And you just have this giant span of just like, okay, so who's our villain? Who's the main person we gotta fight? And then they just sort of shoehorn Heinous in the second half. And it's just like, oh, you're supposed to fight Meteora. Yep, that's your main villain. And I know they somewhat did that with Toffee in season 3, Ludo and Toffee, where they just, oh, they're randomly here, now they're not, now they're here, now they're not, and they weren't really there for the first half of the season. But they at least made appearances, like, regularly. They just appeared more than just, oh, I'm right here, and then very end of the season. They made more regular appearances, like they showed up here, and they were like the 1-1 fight, and that they had where Cloudy was corrupted in that fight. And then they had the one in Bon Bon, and then they just continued to show up, and it was a continual issue. It wasn't one that just appeared in the second half, and I know Heinous appeared in like one episode prior to it in Princess Tardina, but still, I don't think that's enough, and they didn't really set up the whole I am Meteora. They just sort of let it, okay, this is how it works. You just gotta deal with it. So those are my 3 issues. The cutting of Ludo, the sort of messing with Marco's personality, and the fact that the first half of the season didn't really have a villain. That's my main 3 things that I think brought the show down in season 3. But that's just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you guys think any of these factors contributed to it? Do you think none of these factors contributed to it? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.